Damn. Is...
What have we here?
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's courier has been killed.
Yeah, it's very rare you see like these mirror matchups kind of go the complete opposite way the second time around, but it does make sense as, you know, he knows what he did wrong. He has the chance to learn from it and then come back in game number 2 with a fresh idea on how to take it. Meanwhile, Navi fighting in the river here, trying to get on top of Seb. Seb does have vacuum to drag, always want to fly down from that cliff. Can they get him frozen solid? They can, but V-Tune's given up the chase. Just wants to get back to his lane and go and farm himself up.
Normally.
Yeah, that bonus damage. Yeah.
Normally.
Yep. Yeah, just keep on trying to farm up as much as he can. Try and hit like a nice early timing on a couple of his items. And then start being a presence. Yeah, they've got it down to the Spectre, but guess what? No Tail's here to try and heal him up. Isn't going to be enough, though. With General and Iceberg on top of him, the Surge comes in. Seb is there to save the day. And now they're looking for a bit of retribution. They get on top of the Mars. They silence him up. Saxa throwing the stone through as well. Seb getting on top of him. Pops down the wall. They've got these iron shells out. One and a second one coming on through. The vacuum will finish the job onto General. And they might even be looking for Iceberg as well here. I mean, these iron shells are just kind of slowly ticking him down. He hasn't got a scorched earth for another 10 seconds. The TP's coming on over. The carry's coming over to this fight, but the horn gets popped. They will be able to drop Iceberg, and now V-Chin, he's not that healthy either. But OG, they don't have the resources to keep on going for this one, so they are going to back themselves away, especially with always want to fly TPing through. In fact, might be looking for a kill here, but Saxa gets the roll away. Roger didn't have the lift, and Saxa gets himself out on very low amount of HP, but all the same will survive, and they get nothing for this on the side of Navi. All these TPs up to the top lane, all these resources wasted, and they get nobody. Yeah, I mean, he thought he could get away with it. You know, it's early on in the game. He was like, yeah, you know, they won't respond that heavily, but we can maybe bring him down in time. It wasn't the case. Heavenly Grace, Purification, these spells are too good. Well, it's good to see my boy Omni back in the popularity contest. See him doing some rounds.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
I do agree. Mid one having trouble down in the bottom lanes. They pop the arena down along with the cold feet. Bit of a mistake from mid one. Meanwhile, is right up at top. V-Tune having similar issues. Okay, all right. If both carries die, then neither carry dies, right? Possibly.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Mine is truly
Twas not. Twas a trap. Well, now things going to be still looking quite Navi favored on that net worth chart, but of course when we look at Iceberg, he's playing Doom, he had a great time in lane, and he is carrying a lot of that bonus from his team. And once again, just phase, drums, BKB. It's what we're seeing from every Doom right now when they go mid.
Normally.
Bold prediction. Let's see if it comes true. Mid one just getting himself over to this trees. Has that dagger to get himself away. Oh, the spear from General though connects. And now he could be in some real trouble as he's going to get his trouble down in the bottom lane by the side of Navi. Mid one goes down. Seb though, he pops a wall. Looking for a return kill onto General. Might be able to make it happen as they go in with the vacuum and roll combination. And that's going to put an end to General. Icebar's now popped onto Saxon to try to fight this one up. But the Magnetite has come down. Icebar doesn't care though. He takes that Saxon down with a big fat crit. They will lose their Earth Spirit as well. OG, they try to respond, but it doesn't go well. They get the Mars, but they lose their Earth Spirit, and more importantly, their big Spectre taken down as well. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and once again, it seems like he's going for the exact same build. He's got that Dragon Lance on the way, he's got that Aghanims queued up, wants to turn into that Earth Spirit and continue just being broken, basically. He wants to become that broken Earth Spirit again.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified. Dire's structures are fortified.
You're right, but at the same time, I'm fairly sure Thompson just wants to turn into Earth Spirit again. I don't think there's much.
Is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Oh yeah.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Makes sense to me.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Yeah, and of course, Spectre's not going to have the same kind of game impact as Suspended last game, you know, just a fundamentally different hero. It's going to be more about just keeping mid one alive as you go through these deep dives rather than making the quick kills happen, the bursting heroes down, the crazy high intensity gameplay we saw last game around. I guess that means Thompson. What's that? Yeah. No, Thompson's been having, even though he had a pretty rough lane, he's still been having a relatively okay game.
Is under attack.
It's actually mid one after those two deaths who's really been struggling now. Who are we expecting to make the next plays then?
Dire are scanning. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Okay, okay. Yeah. Oh dear, that was not the play. And now the response comes in. Mid one drops a horn to get into this engagement. Iceberg Pop at the beginning on the front lines though. He's too big and he's going to be able to down Pasaxa. Meanwhile, Roger might get finished off as well. OG, they're going to make the trade. It looks like they might be losing no time. Iceberg now TPing out in the last few seconds. This big be a no. It doesn't quite come through as they will be able to bring him down. Thompson stealing that Doom form, getting that Infernal Blade onto him at the very last second of his TP, and then they bring down the Doom. A big win for OG.
Didn't see that coming, did you?
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
Yep.
What a bounty!
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Oh, AA. Yeah, he's having some troubles in the back line. Does drop that ulti just before he dies. And Beachy might be able to take down the Earth Spirit here. Popping that rage to finish the job. Will get that kill. Move it across, maybe over towards Seb, but he's a little bit too quick with that surge. Gets himself away. Now it's going to put an end to this. So it's just the Earth Spirit dropping for a wall. No big deal.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah. Yeah. Can't remove the Heavenly Grace though, right?
My waters rise. Invisibility.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just kind of having a look through things. I don't think it can dispel Blade Mail. I'm fairly certain on that one. Can dispel Surge. Can dispel Hood, for what it's worth, when that turns into a pipe, obviously. That as well. Yeah, Glimmer Cape as well. Yeah. Yeah, that was fun. The old slip and slide Dota. Long gone. Thank you, Nullifier. True enough. True enough. Yeah, price gone up, cooldown gone up. Yeah, poor item. But
Dire are scanning.
yeah, when you have a spell which kind of just gives you free money, you kind of expect that hero to be doing a little bit better than everyone else, but it's not the case this time around. That's bug. The Shivas will be pretty helpful though. Oh, top lane, Horn comes in. They're looking to try and find the plays here as Rogers might get run down. The V-Tune, he's just getting the rage TP away and will be successful in doing that. Fortunately, Roger might not be so lucky. Does have the surge. Is it going to be enough to get him away from this one? I don't think so. No-Tail finds him in the trees. The double rolling boulder comes across and they will descend upon Roger and take him down. Topsy gets a double kill.
Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's courier has been killed. Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Yeah, I like that. I like that idea. They have all those ultimates available as well. Arena, Doom, Ice Blast, it's all there.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, just keep the fights going is what they want. Keep those cooldowns ticking on Navi. Don't give them a chance to fight with their full 100% efficiency, but unfortunately he's unable to find anybody else. And now OG probably going to respect how strong Navi are. Uh-oh. Surely. Surely it can't be. I mean, you can almost see Navi being like, guys, there's no way this Spectre's just walking in, and there's two heroes behind him. Oh, Navi.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
They had the moon on a stick, but they just don't take it. Clearly feeling not, yeah. Buddy, okay, that's going to be a freebie in the middle lane. 45 seconds without that Ice Blast is going to feel pretty freeing for OG now. And they want to keep on going. Actually, they find the Doom. He's just hanging out here on the low ground. He's got the BKB, though. Should be all right. Mid one trying to take some taps on his shoulders, but he's just going to peace out. Got the BKB, get himself away. Rage also being popped from V-Tune. OG, they are looking for more. They really want to fight without this Ice Blast. And this is just the difference between the two teams, you know? The moment OG see something, they're just going for it. They are trying to take every little bit of advantage they can get. Navi, they're given something, and they're like, well, you know, we want to kind of analyze the situation. Maybe this isn't best for us. They're just thinking a bit too much, Navi. I want to see them try and go and make these plays.
I almost feel bad.
Yep, and now we're back to our full 5 versus 5 strength. Yeah.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
I'm just kind of surprised more than anything. I mean, they have the Shiva's finished up on the Doom as well. Oh, Horn comes out. Hello. What are they looking for here? Poking maybe General. Horn finally comes down onto Roger in the backlines. They might be able to bring down this Rubik as Saxon comes to join him in this engagement, but the Infest's going to save his life now. Vichun turning it on to mid one here. He's got the nullifier out onto him as the split fight comes through the arena in the high ground, going to try to take down Seb. Meanwhile, mid one's still alive. They actually disengage from each other as the Heavenly Grace comes through. That might not save Seb here, as he is still being taken down by Iceberg. Iceberg should be able to bleed out the Darkseer, but maybe in the backlines they'll kill off Always Wanna Fly, and Roger's sports are gone, but Vichun will chew through Saxa as well. Topton gets a kick back, wants to come over, try and finish off General. Oh, great spear, throwing Topton back into the arms of Vichun. He's got the nullifier onto him as well. Topton's got to be careful, but steals that life uniform, turning it around, popping the rage. Vichun does the same, going for the TP away, doesn't want to fight this anymore. Unfortunately, Roger, he's brought back into this one, comes straight into the fight, and Saxa is on him again like a rat, gets on top of Roger, takes him down. 3 dead on the side of Navi as well to dive back on the Rubik. A very, very good fight from OG again, and now they can get into Roshan.
Earth's bounty.
Oh, God. Yeah. Hold on, it might not be over. They found Iceberg here. He doesn't have his BKB. Iceberg, no, he's just going to get finished off. Vichun trying to make something of this by killing No Tail on the side, but realizing the jig's up. Now popping that rage to get himself away. Doesn't have a TP at the moment. OG, do they want to chase? No, they want to take down Roshan, the easier target and the more lucrative one.
Under attack.
Run, little courier.
All blessings.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Goodness gracious, Iceberg. I mean, I'm not sure what he was doing there, but that was a huge mistake from him. They could have maybe thought about threatening Roshan with him alive, but unfortunately not.
Bounty. What have we here?
Yep. Yeah. I think OG, I don't know if it's by design or
Radiant's
what's been happening in these fights, but every fight we've had is split into 2 mini fights. You know, there's been a kind of like a 3-on-2 and a 2-on-3 happening on separate occasions, and this helps out OG so much. I mean, they're the team rocking the Spectre, the Morphling, the Earth Spirit, the Morphling who is basically an Earth Spirit anyway. You know, they've more or less got 2 Earth Spirits on their team. Such high mobility means that they can just kind of shift across resources to whatever fight they need to kind of amplify. It's really bad for Navi in these engagements.
Dire are scanning.
No sorceries avail. Very nice. Healing shock.
What about the Spectre? Can they bring the Spectre down? Is it Morph or Spectre or... Okay. Bring down the Morph first, then kill everyone else, and then maybe you can think about Spectre with cheese, because you don't want to be in there here.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, I can't imagine playing into this as any fun whatsoever for the sports. OG, they're always so good at finding these little combos between 2 or 3 heroes, which just looks completely broken.
Dire's top tower.
And just casually, you know, 65% of Doom's health gone in an instant, forcing him to blink out.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Thank you, E-Blade. Very cool.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Look at tops. I mean, look at all these buffs. Look at all these buffs just being thrown onto the Morphling here, but they will get the nice little spear back, but he's got the waveform away before the Ice Blast connects. Now with the Ice Blast, they're just going to jump on top of a wave pressure, and he just gets taken down. You're just ignoring V-Tune and trying to go for the backline targets instead, but the buyback comes out from multiple the fight. Thompson actually getting pretty low in the first place here, but he's going to roll himself away. See you later. He's out of the engagement. Meanwhile, mid-one, TP onto the front lines, using that hold. Rubik does steal the Heavenly Grace. That could be pretty useful here. They're throwing onto V-Tune, and he's just tearing away the Esper, but a great vacuum in from Seb. Where is the follow-up from the side of OG? I mean, they are here. They're slowly tickling them down as Thompson comes in from the side, trying to bring down the Doom, not having enough damage, and now Thompson could be in some trouble. He's got that strength wolf coming on through. Nullified comes down, but Vichi's actually nullified himself. This could spell trouble for him. He has got a Heavenly Grace onto him from the Rubik, though, and this seems to be what they need to stand their ground in these fights. This Heavenly Grace Lifestealer is just doing too much work, and OG are forced to retreat. Yeah, for sure. So the point I was about to make is that they found a Spell Prism on the side of OG, and I was really expecting them to give that over to Thompson, but actually, they're keeping it on the Spectre. They want daggers for days. That's what they want. Yeah. General jumping forward. They're trying to find themselves a target. They want to try and bring down Saxa here with the Infest Bomb, but unfortunately, it doesn't quite go the way of planned. So Navi with the disengage, just poking and prodding, looking for an opportunity. Yeah, he's tanking some damage here. He's got a BKB, but mid-one's on top of him. He doesn't want to just pop his BKB like this. Would really like to be able to get back into his base, and that is going to happen.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Ooh. Yeah.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
So it's 6 seconds of burn duration. That is, I think 4 seconds or 6 seconds of break even, and then a cooldown of 3.5 seconds. So I mean, yeah, you can easily chain this. Obviously, you can keep him permanently broken. Oh man, yeah. Give me your grace. Bless me with your grace, sir. Big Daddy. Yeah. No-Tail as well. I noticed him building this last game as well, going for the Holy Locket. My guy just all about that healing life.
Perfect location.
Yeah.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
It's so weird just watching it mid. It's so strange. Iceberg's just trying to find a creep wave. There's rocks coming in every direction. Like, they're throwing in the ethereal blades. Like, this is a monster barrage of rocks. General and V-Tune, they're under, well, they're under vision actually. They know they're here somehow. V-Tune just rage TP away immediately. General might not be so lucky though. He's actually got the BKB TP out, so it doesn't matter. They've got the damage tear through him regardless. They'll lose the Mars. No buyback either, and no BKB. That's a quickie. You tripping, Theban. Spectre Axe? Oh, sign me up. This is very cool. I think they will. See, it seems pretty good. Yeah, there we go. Alright, time for some Shadow Step nonsense. And in we get the Shadow Step down to the bottom lane, getting on top of this Ancient Apparition, but the Infestor's going to keep him alive, but doesn't matter. The Ethereal Blade will still finish the job. Meanwhile, Saxa jump into the back. Vici now on top of Saxa, but he's got the Agnins on himself to turn himself into stone. Good luck killing me now. Meanwhile, the rest of the team will just kind of gather around the tier 4s as Iceberg's also dropping low from this. Just the illusions chopping down. Meanwhile, skewered back onto Saxa, pin into the barracks, but it's generally taking so much damage. Pops the BKB, barely survives as Vici jumps onto Saxa. Poorly they can find this kill onto the Earth Spirit. They need a little bit more and they will find the kill. Thompson, meanwhile, on the side, this guy has the Aegis, so he's not really too scared about taking any damage here, but they've used the Doom onto the Spectre, and Saxa does have buyback. They may just want to buy back on this Earth Spirit and keep on going, but OG don't really want to throw away any resources unnecessarily. They're just going to keep the pressure up onto Navi for the time being. Never mind, there they go. They see a chance to end the game.
My thanks will come later, when you least expect it.
That's fair enough. Yeah, finding the vision. This life steal is getting real low here. Vici needs to get himself away. Does do so on a slither of HP. Survives, sitting inside his fountain, waiting for that regen. They've got their AA back in 7 seconds. Vici just has to cower. That is mad. 2 heroes, global teleportation onto your face. They could have done this all game as well, and they go into General. General looking for the backlines here as once again we have that Shadow Step forward from the side of mid one, and then they go with the arena onto the backlines. They want to try and take down Seb. Can they bring down the Dark? Here's a question. Abelard's going to come through, but will not land, but it's not needed anyway. They get the kill, and now they look for the Omni Knight. The strike team of the backlines from Navi is effective, and they will take down another, but now Vichi's in trouble. He gets taken down, too much damage, doesn't have buyback on the Lifestealer. Uh-oh, that's a problem. Saxa getting sat on by Iceberg, but Iceberg actually needs to go here as mid one's on top, gets a blink away, going for the TP out, shouldn't take too much damage. He gets his way back into the fountain, but where is the buyback on the Lifestealer? Looks like he bought out for maybe a Basher? I'm not sure, but he bought out, so he's in some real trouble. I mean, his whole team's in some real trouble. Iceberg continuing trying to harass the Spectre as he blinks forward, but backs himself away just as quickly. Navi playing very on the edge. I mean, if OG knew this buyback wasn't here, I imagine they would be going for the win right now, but they are playing it cautiously, continuing to poke, definitely not leaving, but definitely not wanting to overcommit to anything and risk this buyback. As they're going with the Doom onto the Spectre. Iceberg trying to make the plays here, but he might have just bitten off more than he could chew as he just limps in towards mid one. It's not going to happen though. Saxa will kill him off with the little hammer, the Havoc hammer. A buyback is available from Iceberg, though they are delaying. I mean, they're not doing a half-bad job about delaying this one, as Iceberg just continues to shove his head into this team. Of course, the Aegis still available on Morphling. He's okay. Navi, they have somehow defended from this one. I mean, how did they not get the win there, Thebes?
Regeneration.
Okay.
The armor of omniscience.
Yep.
Radiant are scanning.
Yeah, press that refresh button because, to be fair, neither team really has buyback here, but General, he's actually one of the few who does. They'll take him down very quickly. General just feeling like such a squishy hero in this game as they turn the Lifestealer to stone. They're trying to catch him out here a little bit, but that's not going to happen. Wait, can Thompson turn here? Thompson can turn heroes to stone. Okay, there's just too much going on with this Morphling this game. There are too many agonyms for me to really keep up about what exactly is happening and who's doing it to whom, but Thompson knows. He is not stuttering. Level 25 Morphling. The Morphling god is just completely in control of what's going on in this one as they're taking the barracks. They need to do something about this. The Shadow step forward, and now the Horn comes down from mid one as well. Tries to jump on top of Roger, but Roger has himself that Glimmer Gate to keep himself alive. Always on the fly. Won't be so lucky as the Ice Blast cuts through. Does just about catch onto a few heroes there, but isn't going to do enough work as Doom is in some trouble. They're surrounding the Doom. They'll bring him down. Down goes Iceberg without buyback. V-Tune though, trying to get up on Thompson. Thompson steals Doom for using the Infernal Blade. Is it going to be enough, though. I don't think so. Vici now looking for a new target, trying to bring down Saxa. Saxa getting pretty low right outside the base here, but the rest of Navi, they are whittling down. They only have 3 heroes left alive. Can they really fight into the full 5-man force of OG? I just do not think so. They've bled out too much at this point, and in they go on to the Rubik. Rubik is going to lose his life down. He goes. No buyback on him. 2 left for the side of Navi. They're trying to hold, but there's just nothing they can do. And there it comes. The GGs are popped. OG will hammer home the victory, making this series a 2-0 victory over the side of Navi, and thus ends their streak in this tournament, I believe. Dang, that was brutal. I mean, that was an absolute spaghetti game. That was a mess all over the floor.
Yo, microphone check, make it a microphone check. Give it a microphone, I make it a microphone dead. Don't step to me, newbie, I could truly be moody. I could have played the fucking Grinch in the movies. I've been a part-time shadow cat, part-time. That is not a guy that I would ever want to try to battle rap. Snap, crackle, pop, mind fried to a crisp. Make an MC into a wide-eyed lunatic.